Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And before we get started, I just want to say thank you guys for the 100 views on my last video. If you haven't checked that out, please do. So today in this video, I will be giving a story time about the first time I snuck out of the house. You know, I've never told nobody the story. The only people that know the story is the people that was there involved. So Mom, if you see this, love you. Don't be mad. So, where do I start? Okay. So, first time I snuck out of the house. I just graduated. So, I'm 17. No, not even 17. So, I'm 18 at this point. Yeah, I'm 18. So, it was summer 16, just graduated, 18, whatnot. I wouldn't say it's my first time sneaking out. Like, I've snuck in and out the house, but it was just only to be in front of the house. Like, I never, like, snuck out, went somewhere, and, you know. So, this was the first time I snuck out, went somewhere I ain't had no business going to, had no business doing whatever. So, it was, I don't know, I think it was June, July, whatever. Me, my friend Caitlin, my friend Hollis, and his two younger brothers So it's like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and we're all still up. So he's like, you guys want to hang out like this? So I'm basically, I'm like, yeah, cool. So in my head, I'm thinking like we gonna do what we always do. We gonna be in front of the house because we all lived like literally walking distance from each other. So I could walk to Caitlin's house and be there in 2 minutes. I can walk to Hollis' house and be there in like 3-4 minutes. So we were just all so close to each other, and we all drive and everything. So we had a car. So Caitlin had a car. So I was like, yeah, I'm down. Like, I'm thinking like we're just gonna be just hanging out in the car, talking, doing whatever, being goofy. So, they decided, I ain't gonna say we, I was just, I was just going along with the ride or whatever. So, I mean, yeah, we could say we. So we all decided like, oh, well, let's just drive around. So in my head, I'm like, I ain't got the type of mama to, who like me just driving around at 2-3 o'clock in the morning and not knowing where I'm at. So I'm like, but I'm still being cool with my friends. I'm like, yeah, like, let's go. But in the back of my head, I'm like, I just make sure I better get home before my mom wakes up. So we're just driving around, cruising. And we decided like, oh, let's be some bad kids. And at the time, like, ding dong ditching, like, knocking on people's doors, that was old. Like, nobody was on that no more. So we was like, let's push people garbages down. So we're driving around and we're pushing people garbages. So Hollis's brother get in his head like, oh, let's pick up some rocks and throw them at people's cars. So I didn't throw no rocks at nobody's car. I wasn't down for that. I didn't do it. I didn't even have good aim like that. So they started throwing rocks at cars and stuff like that. So for a minute, like, it was funny, like, and then me and Kevin was like, okay, guys, like, we gotta chill out. So, Hollis threw a rock. I don't know if it was Hollis or if it was Holland. Threw a rock at a car, right? And we just jet off. Like, at this point, Kaylin is doing like at least, a good 70 and a 30 speed limit. Like, put it like that. So, next thing you know, it was a car behind us. Like, car lights come on and they're behind us. So, one, we didn't think nothing of it. Two, so now, like, we're on our way home. We're on our way back home. It's like 4 in the morning, so we're on our way back home. So this car just keep making the same turns we make. And I know, I'm the first one to notice it because I'm like, okay, I'm scared. I'm always scared. So I be thinking like, okay, like, what's going on? So I was like, Caitlin, make a right. So she was like, why? I just said, make a right, just make a right. So she makes a right. The car makes a right. I was like, okay, make another right. She makes another right, and the car making right. So at this point, I said, Caitlin, drive. Like, just drive. So she's like, why? I said, just freaking drive. Just drive. Just drive. And she speeds up. So now at this point, she's going 80 miles, and we're just on the street. Like, we're in the residential area. Like, we're by houses and stuff. So she's driving like 80 miles per hour. And when I tell you that this car was driving 80 miles per hour with her, following us, they was. So I'm like, y'all throw a rock at somebody's car, now they following us. We finna get in trouble. Like, we're gonna die. My mom's not gonna like this. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get grounded. I just graduated. Like, I'm trying to be on some grown stuff, and y'all making me, I'm freaking out. Like, we all freaking out at this point. So I'm like, whatever you do, Caitlin, do not drive us back home. We cannot like let them know that we live where we live at. So for like 30 minutes, like not 30 minutes, I'm just exaggerating. So like 10, 15 minutes go by, the car is still following us. So it gets to the point like where we stop, turn off the lights in the McDonald's parking lot, turn off the lights, and just we sit there for like a good, I could say 5 minutes, like good 5 minutes. Like the car came in the McDonald's parking lot and left right back out. So I'm like, bro, let's hurry up and get home at this point. So when I see the car going down the street and like they can't see us and I can't see them, I'm like, bro, let's go home. So everybody, like, at this point, I'm mad. Like, I'm so mad. Like, they don't even understand. Like, I get out the car, I take off my shoes, I'm walking home. I was like, get all y'all, you ain't gonna get in trouble. It's y'all fault. I'm not going to jail for nobody. And stuff like that. Like, I go home. So I get home, and mind you, like, it was actually the reason why we was all hanging out, because it was Caitlin's last day. She was going to college and everything. So that's what we decided to do before she go to college. Like, what type of stuff is that? Like, we decided to go throw rocks at people's cars and push over garbages before you go to college. Like, real mature. So next day go past, like, Caitlin, like, she leaves. She goes back to college or whatever. She goes to college. So she texts me, like, she texts our group chat with me and Hollis in it, and it was just like, the patrol car, she's like, the cops came to my house, So I'm like, why the cops come to your house? Like, really forgetting, like, what we did, like, because I'm thinking, okay, when the car passes, whatever, it is what it is. They lost us, we lost them. So I'm like, why the cops coming to your house? They like talking about the rocks and stuff like that. I was just like, so they found out where you stay at. So in my head, I'm like, okay, they found out where you stay at. Like, they ain't found out where I stay at. They found out where you stay at. But she was my friend, so I didn't want to, like, for her to be in it alone and stuff like that. So I'm like, dang, like, we all in trouble at this point. We're going to be in trouble. So she's telling me, like, her mom's on the phone telling her what's going on, and she's telling me what's going on and everything. So I'm like, what we go do at this point? I'm like, we ain't got nothing else to do but fess up. But I was like, at this point, I'm like, I'm innocent until proven guilty. Like, I ain't saying nothing about nothing. Like, so in order for y'all to say I was there, y'all gonna have to need sufficient evidence that I was there. Y'all need a picture, something that I was there with them, or where we was all there and stuff like that. So I'm like, so she freaking out. Like, I'm calming Caitlin down. Like, I'm texting her, I'm calling her, like, hey, you gotta calm down, because the more you freak out, the more guilty you look. So at this point, we need to calm down. So I'm in my head, I'm like, they had to get your license plate when we went to McDonald's and they rode past us and stuff like that. So they had to have your license plate and everything like that. So I'm just like, hey, bro, I don't really know what to do. I don't really know what to say. So I'm like, if they come to the door, if you give them my information and they come to the door and whatnot and come to my house door and everything, it's that. Like, we caught, it's that, like, we over at this point. It is what it is. Summer 16 is over. I know my mom is gonna trip. I know she finna look at me like, you stupid. That's what you out here doing. So I was just waiting for that moment. And the moment never happened. Like, me and Hollis, like, I go to Hollis' house and I tell him, I'm like, look, bro, what we finna do? Like, at this point, because Caitlin is all the way, like, thousands of miles away at school, and we're still here at home. So I'm like, what we gonna do? Like, trying to come up with I need a plan B, plan C. We need to come up with something. We need to get our story straight. At this point, I'm like, we didn't do it. We don't know what they're talking about. I'm like, we don't know what you're talking about. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with us. Why would I throw rocks at somebody's car? Like, why would I do that? That just sounds so stupid. So that's why I'm like, at this point, we finna play it off like that. We not even finna get into it like that. We just finna play it off until they come up with some evidence that we did it. So a couple of days go by, like maybe a week or something. I text Caitlin. I'm like, hey, they still trying to see what's going on? And she's like, no, I haven't heard anything. I'm like, good. Because now at this point, you haven't heard anything. It's been a week. Then 2 weeks passed. So I'm like, okay, they ain't even thinking about it no more. So it is what it is. Like, we gave them everything. They don't have no evidence. But I'm telling y'all, I'll never, ever do that again. I'll never do that again in my life. Like, I ain't gonna say I was scared. Like, I ain't even finna BS with y'all. I was scared. Like, heart was my heart was pumping. And I never told nobody about that story. I never told nobody what went down. Never said anything, not to my besties, not to my friend, not to my boyfriend at the time. I ain't tell nobody. Like, at this point, it was between me, Kaylin Hollis, and his brothers. Like, we didn't say nothing to nobody. I made sure nobody said anything to anybody because I'm like, bro, we tell one person, I don't know, I feel karma gonna come back and then it's gonna come to the light and then we all gonna get in trouble. So let's not say anything about nothing, bro. We were just kids, we just had fun, so like, but it was a fun night, but when that happened, I was just like, yeah, y'all, we can't do that no more. So from then on out, any other time we hung together, we made sure we was by our house. We made sure we didn't drive nowhere, do nothing else. We made total sure of that. So I was just like, hey, G, I'm scared. But I never forget that. That was the most funniest. That was actually the best summer I ever had with them. But that was the most funniest thing. That was the funniest time of the summertime that we had together before she left and went to college, because it was just like crazy how everything like transpired in that night. Like, we was just some kids wanted to sneak out, hang out, do something fun. Then when it comes to that, you want to be rebellious and you want to see how far you could get with your fun. And we started doing some rebellious stuff. Then once we got caught a little bit, it was all best off. Like, everybody was scared. We was in the car, like, we was crying, we was laughing, we was screaming. Like, y'all didn't see how bad this car was following us. Like, y'all didn't know, like, this car was on us. They was trying to get as much information. They was trying to see our face. And and to be honest with you, I don't even think we hit their car with the rock. I don't even think it was their car. Like, I think it was somebody else's car, but I think they were just in the car and they followed us. So I was just so scared the whole time. I'm like, look, I don't have time. And after that, I never snuck out again. Like, I always told my mom, like, hey, I'm going this place, I'm going that place. At that point, I started being real. I'm like, that's sneaking out. I can't do it. I'm too scared. My mom needs to know where I'm at. At this point, she needs to know where I'm at when I'm not what I'm doing, but she could at least know where I'm at. So if anything's to happen, cop can't say like, hey, was your daughter here? No, she was here at home in a room. I seen her. I know where she at. Or if I was to go, anything at that, I'll never do that again. But it was just I don't know, it was just so fun and everything like that. And I actually miss those guys. I don't talk to them like that because I think we all just went our different routes or anything like that. But we need to do a link up. So Caitlin and Hollis, we need to do a link up soon and maybe do something like that. Not that, but maybe do something more fun and everything and like old times. But that time was ridiculous. But yeah, that was the story of how I snuck out of the house and almost got caught. Yeah, never again. Nada. But like, comment, subscribe for a new video. I will be dropping another video soon, and I'm gonna start like mostly dropping them on schedule. So just be prepared for me to drop videos around this time, mostly around this time. So just comment, subscribe, let me know if you like it, and I'll do more story times and more videos to come. So stay tuned, guys.